Hello everyone, my name's Leo, and today we'll be going over the first five words of lesson one in book six, Wordly Wise 3000. Let's get started. So, before we go to the first word, let's see. In this picture, we could see that this little girl is hugging her brother, possibly, right? And this is one way to show affection. And affection, by definition, is a fond or tender feeling. For example, like we said earlier, hugging is one way to show affection. Or if you want to use it as an adjective, it will be affectionate, say gentle and loving. My cousin took my hand and gave it an affectionate squeeze. Let's go on to the next one. And this is a meme from the internet, right? Interesting. And the word relate to this picture would be appeal. And appeal has multiple definition. First one, as a verb, is to make an earnest request to ask. Right. For example, three students appealed for more time to finish the work. So they probably need more time and they're asking the teacher and requesting for more time. And the second definition would be to be interested to or to be attracted to. And this is what this meme is representing, right? So this funny movie will appeal to children of all ages. So children of all ages will possibly like this movie, right? And they'll find this movie interesting because they're appealed to. Now, as a noun, it could be an earnest request for help. The letter contained an appeal for money to provide shelter for the homeless. And this is actually similar to what we see in the first definition, right? And except that earlier it was the action to ask or to make an earnest request, and now it's the request itself. And the second one of the noun definition is the power to attract or be interested. The necklace has a clasp in the shape of a snake biting its tail, and it's probably appealing to someone, right? And that brings us to the next word we're going to be learning, which is clasp. And clasp, they have two definitions, right? Well, one is the verb, and second one will be the noun. And as a verb is to grasp or hold tightly. The dancers clasp hand and circle the maple. And you can see this picture down below is two hands clasping on each other, right? They're grabbing, holding tightly on each other. And as a noun, it could be a strong grasp or hold. The nurse gently removed the doll from the toddler's clasp. So the baby probably was holding the doll very tightly, right? But then just gently remove it from the children. And second would be something such as a hook or fastener that holds two parts together. For example, on the top, this object, we could call it a clasp. The necklace has a clasp in shape of a snake biting its tail, right? This is the examples we see earlier when we are learning appeal. And you could actually find these kind of object a lot of places. Pay attention to your surrounding, right? Maybe you'll use these words in your real life, which is really helpful in our journey of learning vocabulary. And next up, oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Next is conspicuous. So in this in this picture, we can see that this red fish is very obvious to us, right? And it's the first thing, if we look at this picture, it's the first thing that pop out to our eye, and which is we could describe it as very conspicuous, and it means that it's an adjective that means easily or plainly seen. His great height made him conspicuous in any crowd. And in this case, with the fish example, we can say, oh, the red color of the fish um, made it conspicuous within other fishes, probably. Next. And we could see we have two examples and pictures that's showing us and representing what is this word is going to be about, right? And maybe before I review it, anyone take a guess? Okay, then let's see what it is. And you guessed it correctly. It's contribute, right? You're contributing. For example, the first definition would be to give along with others who are giving in. I contributed a spinach salad to the Pollock supper. And this coordinates to our first pictures on the top, right? You can see people are giving their piece of the puzzle, which they contribute to the big picture of the whole puzzle. Right? And the second definition will be to have a part in bringing about. Exercise contributes to great health. And I personally I think the second definition do relates to the first one because it is also giving in to something, right? It's supporting it. Exercising would support great health, right? Or it leads to good health. Now, as a noun, contribute would change the contribution, which is given. The museum sent a thank you note for the $50 contribution. So you're contributing money to the museum. That's why they send you a thank you card. And contributor will be the person that's giving in. And lastly, contributors to the new theater receive free tickets for the opening night. So those who probably donated money to the theater receive free tickets, right? Because they help this theater to open. And you can see donate and contribute. So a lot of times we kind of relate them together. And now let's have a review question. Here's a fill in the blank using all the words we learned earlier. Some words might not be used and some words might be used twice. So maybe pause the video, take a look at it for a second, and maybe type your answer in the chat box. Okay, now let's review the answers. So the first blank, Emily showed great affection towards her little brother, always making sure he was happy and cared for. One day, the school hosted a charity event where students were encouraged to contribute by donating food and clothes to those in need. Emily decided to contribute her old winter jacket with a metal clasp that still works perfectly. During the event, large colorful banner made the donation booth. Um, what do you think this blank is? Conspicuous, right? So it made it conspicuous to everyone who passed by, ensuring more donations were made. And that's it for our class today. Thank you guys for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.